Here's an autobiographical insertion. When I grew up in Poland, and my stepfather was, one of his most favorite sayings was, children and fish have no voice. And I didn't have anything to say up until I was like 18 and when I left home or whatever. Because children and fish have no voice. So, this one is to you, stepfather. Hello, stupid people. I am what you call fish. Boy, 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 boy. In my language, it's boy, 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 boy. But the syntax is too complex for you, because you are dumb. Shut up, you fish. You're here to entertain. No matter what I say, you won't hear me anyway, because you people have lost your senses. You are killing me. You are killing everything. You are even killing yourselves. Oh, you dumb fish, be quiet. I'll cut your head off and you'll be fish sticks. I get nauseous every time I hear your name. Here's how your name sounds in my language, bull, bull, bull. Shut up, you dumb fish, enough of this. Ooh, I know what shut you up. Here it is. Here it is. An oil spill. An oil spill, ideally floating in the ocean. Float, float, oil spill. Oh, oops, here comes fish. Oh, oops, fish swam to the oil spill. Well, that's the end of trouble anyway. You always hurt the one you love. La 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 la. This is what we have become. Nomads forced into sedentary living. Hunters running slaughterhouses. Children working 40 hours a week, manufacturing lies. Young boys in awkward suits and girls with nauseous smiles. With the chained down moon, the empty womb, toothless wolves, damned rivers. We are so clothed. Even on the hottest summer days, we stay clothed. Our faces covered with masks to make us more interesting, more lovable, more acceptable than we are. We can see each other's faces under these masks. You aren't really who you are. The other person isn't really who she is. Your mask meets her mask, a fake meets a fake, and you have a fake relationship you call love. I love you. I love you too. Love, we are starved for it. We all want to be loved, but there's no one to do the loving. We demand love in an instant form from a drive-through located just off the highway of our trans happiness. Love is a forever after 99-cent burger loaded with uppers. If it makes us sick, we puke it out and order another one. We're one big strip mall full of lone riders giving each other cold looks or no looks at all. The Antarctica is melting as our eyes turn icy cold. We avoid contact, we isolate ourselves, we don't listen to each other, we nod instead. We breed paranoia in our touch-proof neural cells until our neighbor becomes our greatest scare. It's best to stay on your guard. Don't risk the invasion of an open heart. Don't get caught at a vulnerable time. Don't trust anyone. We're always leaving town towards the setting sun. And when the sun goes down, we drown our craving for love in booze, drugs, meds, porn, food, television, computer games. We are turning into rotten sails. wind in a casket, dry, dry ink. We are deaf poetry and swollen feet. We walk asleep and the refrigerator hum is the only song we ever sing. Our halos drag behind us like deflated wings. Life gets trapped in our head like static. The lack of motion kills. We're being ground down to dust, one speck at a time, hardly noticing it, desensitized to our own fading. Once, we tried to flap our wings. Now, we are old and tired. We give up. It's better to walk. It's easier to walk than to fly. We give in. We compromise. We betray ourselves. We betray our dreams. We die. There's lots of dead people around. It's hard to blame the dead. How do you blame the dead? We've all been murdered by ourselves, dumped in a ditch by that highway of tears with a dead end, and there's no one to grieve us, because we don't grieve anymore. We don't cry anymore. We don't feel anymore. We just buy another lock, another alarm. We just go out less, slap on a fake face, and stick our heads in our TV sets. Meanwhile, the dumb clown Dorka who represents humanity have continued to feel lonely and powerless. So he embarked on a philosophical deliberation. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and what kills you makes you dead. How about if you kill? Does it make you stronger?
Once it was all undivided space. Once this planet was teeming with life, then humans came, and humans built walls. And within these walls, humans created God in their own image. And God told humans that the whole creation was for them to consume, and humans consumed and consumed. And when there was nothing left but an ocean of jellyfish, the stakes got high, and humans impaled God on one of those high stakes. And the last human said, God is dead. And the last human too passed away. And it was only the ocean of jellyfish, and an empty Alberta oil sand resort, and a river of coffee grains.
So I wrote this song to be my guide in times of confusion, which is like all the time, and I break the rules many times a day. Thou shalt live fearlessly, thou shalt not be afraid, thou shalt not compromise what thou believes in. Thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes. It's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thou shalt love boundlessly, tear down thy safety net. Thou shalt not hesitate to love without constraint. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. It's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thou shalt speak only truth, straight from thy deepest depths. Thou shalt not be afraid to say it straight. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. It's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thou shalt do what thou says, don't use thy words in vain. Thou shalt incarnate what thou articulates. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thou shalt give it away, thou shalt not possess. Thou shalt share what thou hast with those who have less. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. You guys feel like joining in? There's like a few more. Thou shalt learn, thou shalt trust the wise, thou shalt ignore the rest. Thou shalt differentiate between truth and BS. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thank you. Thou shalt touch a lot, thy skin shall get engaged. Thou shalt hold and be held, kiss and have sex. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thou shalt learn to fly, thou shalt seldom land. Thou shalt ignore gravity, ignore common sense. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thou shalt do it now, thou shalt never wait. Today's the last day, there's no time to waste. If thy heart says yes, and it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. One more. Thou shalt let go with ease, thou shalt lose with care. Thou shalt fill the breaks with pain and grace. If thy heart says yes, then it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's yes. Thank you so much, guys. By the way, have you been to like ever Bruce Peninsula, that park? I went there today. In November, Bruce Peninsula, the waves and the limestones. Oh my, the most dramatic place. And I was there on my own. What were you guys doing here? This is the most dramatic place in the whole world. Thank you so much. You've been beautiful.